the next presentation, I'd like to invite the board members down on the stage here and have Chief Katz come up on stage with them, please, for a special presentation.
Where did Joe go? Oh, there you are, Joe. Right in your spot. Okay. Joe,
sure. Sure. Well, as again, I think the free world knows that Colonel Katz is leaving us after 6+ years. I had the honor and privilege in 2017 to be part of the Police Recommendation Committee and be part of a really diligent exercise that was tasked for finding the best person, internal or external, to serve as the police chief of Chesterfield County. It was quite an extensive exercise, a great grouping of people, codified, if you will, by the code, and we'll be talking about the process, probably by March 27th that goes forward in replacement. But today is a goodbye to not just a police chief that has made a difference in Chesterfield County, quite frankly making a difference in the region, in the state of Virginia, and apparently the FBI is well aware of it because they want you to make a difference throughout the United States in teaching and educating all future police leaders of what 2025 policing should be, and be a little biased, what it is what Chesterfield is doing today. So I'm honored and privileged to just not only call him Colonel Katz, but call him my friend Jeff. And it's been an honor and pleasure. I have been promised that his mom's lasagna can still come to me once in a while, even without the middleman that he is. So that I still have that connection to his mother. So with that said, sir, this is the chance for other comments.
Thank you, Dr. Case. First of all, I just want to say, Chief, thank you for the difference you've made here in Chesterfield County. I remember when we were interviewing and you were hired, I had high expectations to meet because, we represent the community. And we have a complete community of special people. And, the police chief is a unique position in Chesterfield County, unlike any other position we have, as you well know. And you came in and you made a difference, the culture you instituted. And of course, I was quite moved during one of your presentations to one of the graduating classes when you talked about humility. It was one of your bullet points. It caught my attention relative to police, because police are to serve the community, not hurt the community. And there was a difficult period when, of course, just a few years ago, you may recall nationally, there were concerns regarding the George Floyd issue relative to the nation, and there was a lot of questions about police and what happened and what's going on in Chesterfield, and you were right out there in the community with me and others in our faith community, and I greatly appreciate your embarking on that and making a difference. I appreciate what you've done, and one thing I've always been strongly supportive of public safety. The safety of our public is critically important. And I noticed you fully staffed the department, brought in police aides, which has been really remarkable. The difference you've made in the community has been remarkable, and I just want to thank you for your leadership and the fact that you consider the entire community and you do it well. You've done it well. Thank you. And it's evidence, as Dr. Casey mentioned, not only international, but being a leader there, but you're a leader of leaders throughout the state. And then the FBI will have the benefits of your experience, your knowledge from Chesterfield. We always have great people coming out of Chesterfield doing great things. That's the mark of a Chesterfield county. We talk about excellence, and excellence in public safety, excellence in service. And that's our aim, nothing less. And so I applaud you, congratulate you, and certainly wish you the very best, of course, as you go on to big and better things with the FBI, and hopefully we'll be able to help others throughout the nation. And that's what it's about, helping others be better at policing, which is a tough area. I know personally because during my military years, I served as a military police. police Fort Bragg, North Carolina, now Fort Liberty, North Carolina's military police. And so I understand the demands at times, working the shift work and working when everyone else is off. You have to do that. So I applaud you and thank you for all the hard work you've done, because it's a 24-hour job. You get called for a lot of reasons, and we all get calls from you when something happens. Those are tough calls, but we appreciate your taking the time to do that. And I'll allow my colleagues to comment as well. I'll start with my vice chair at this point, Dr. Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Holland, Chair Holland. Wow. I mean, when I was told that you were leaving, my heart sank. And also recognizing how the opportunity that was in front of you, but also feeling just palpably the loss that Chesterfield County is going to be feeling, and me personally, a friend. We even got to know each other for a long time, but in a short period of time, we became friends. So Jeff, I wish you only the best. Everything that I have heard over the last year is how much the folks that answer to you, how much they love you. Not just the folks that answer to you, but their families. It really is a very broad adoration for who you are as a police officer, as a man, and as a leader. So we're going to miss you. I'm going to miss you. But I'm hoping we stay in touch, and appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Who would like to go next? Who's next? I'm gonna give y'all the option here. Okay. He want. I could tell Kevin wanted to yield. Kevin was gonna go last. Mr. Engel, it's you. Thank you, Mr. Engel.
All right, so you haven't heard this often from me, but I'm not happy with you. I am happy for you, though. And I will not miss phone calls at really weird times when I know that it's coming from you, and I don't want to pick up the phone, but I have to. But I want everybody to know, you, your department, our citizens, that we know we have big shoes to fill, but we're committed to filling those shoes with the right person to continue the work that's gone on, to keep the morale high in the department, and to carry on the best that we can as you leave us and go to Quantico.
So I'm the new person on the block, and I really didn't get a chance to meet you very much because you were out with your heel for quite a bit of when I first came on. But again, so many people have spoken about you in such wonderful terms that, I mean, you're going to be missed, obviously, and so we are going to have to find someone that will either fill the shoes or maybe with a better heel this time. No, sorry. I could. But it's going to be a process, and hopefully we can find another good replacement for this position. And good luck in your new endeavors.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Mr. Kerr, Supervisor Kerr.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I have been around for a long time, and I have seen, the transition in the county from when Joe Pittman was chief to when Carl Baker was chief, when Terry Dupree was chief, and now when you were chief. And I'll say that each chief had their own different qualities that they brought. And at the time that you came to the organization, the qualities that you brought added tremendously to the culture that we already had in place. I think that, as my colleagues have said, one of the biggest attributes I think that you have is you have a big heart. You care. And not just about our employees, certainly about our employees, but also about the people in the community. And you're not afraid to show that. And many times when people are in your position, they're very aloof or they're very withdrawn. They're more of a management person than a leadership person, or even perhaps a person of the people. One of the things I know personally, not just my own experience with you, but also from the employees, is that you're a man of the people, and that the employees really embraced your style of leadership because you valued who they were, and you not just valued them as chief, but you made sure that that value process was pushed down through all of the ranks, from lieutenant colonel to major to captain to lieutenant to sergeant. all the way down so that every person within the organization, including our non-sworn personnel, which is very important because of the job that they do to support our sworn personnel, felt that they were valued. And when you walked around the hallways, you talked to them, said hi to them, you got to know their names. Surprisingly knew their names, and we have like 500 and something cops, not to mention our non-sworn personnel. And that's a very unique skill set to have, to be able to be that personable with such a large group of people in the way that you did it. And I think part of the big value for an organization, not just what we try and do in the county as a whole, is we need to make sure that our people know that we appreciate who they are because we serve them, number one. But number two, we need to make sure that our employees know that value of that. And part of that starts exactly from the top on how we set the morale, how we set our standards, how we hold our people accountable. So you did a spectacular job in the time that we're here. You will do a spectacular job where you're going. We will miss you. Don't change your number because we'll probably call you. Congratulations, Chief, and thank you very much for everything that you've done for Chesterfield County. I greatly appreciate it personally.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. So on behalf of this grateful county and the Board of Supervisors, we thank you. We congratulate you on where you're going and what you'll be doing. Join me in giving him a hand, if you will. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to give you a chance to talk after all that admiration.
Oh, great.
Give you a chance to say anything you want to say at this point, Chief. This is your moment in time.
Thank you. I've been up here so many times before with our retirees, and I feel like I'm missing a retiree. But I just want to take a moment to thank the board for their support of our staff. They recognize the importance of public safety in our first choice community, and they have never varied from that position. And so that means an awful lot to me. They have ensured that our personnel have everything they need to serve and protect our public in a way that honors the best traditions of a first choice community. The last 6+ years that I've been here, Mr. Holland is right. It is a 24/7 endeavor. A lot of blood, sweat, and I don't mind saying tears. I've put everything I've had into this community. I've loved this community, and remarkably, this community has loved me back. And I want to thank you for that. And I want to thank you for the support that you've provided our men and women. The morale in our agency is high because of the community that we serve supports our men and women. And that is just a symbiotic relationship. So it means an awful lot to me. I appreciate you taking a chance from a guy from Florida 6 years ago. I know that's not an easy thing to do, but I hope that I've made you proud. I hope that we've made you proud. And we have been internationally and nationally recognized over the last 6 years, but the recognition that matters most is the recognition that our men and women see every single day when they're out in the community, and people actually stop and say thank you. And that means an awful lot. And lastly, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge my friend L.J. McCoy, I have not seen in years. I'm so happy to see you here.
So we can recognize him. It's a great friend of the police.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And Judge Rockwell, I see Judge Rockwell out there. So many years ago, two of my officers came to me and asked if I would perform their wedding. And a lot of people don't know this, but over the last 6+ years, I've performed about 9 weddings, and a number of our staff. And just this afternoon, on an emergency, I went out to the old courthouse about 3 o'clock and I performed a wedding. I did it because Judge Rockwell was kind enough to give me a lifetime license to be an officiant and so all other duties as assigned, I got to perform a wedding today. And Judge Rockwell, it's so wonderful to see you. So it means an awful lot to see Aaron Barr here. Yeah. I mean, just there's so many partners and friends and just people that over the years have had an opportunity to work with and work beside, and I'm so very thankful to you. And Brad Badgerow, Lieutenant Colonel Brad Badgerow, he's going to be acting chief in my absence until an interim chief is appointed from the Board of Supervisors. Brad, thank you for everything that you've done to continue what we're doing. So appreciate it, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you. Another hand. Thank you, Chief. All the best. God bless you. Thank you for your work, your service. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, great. That was great. We stay up here. Got to go back. Okay. All right. Good job.
I just have 2 more comments and then we'll be done. No, you're going back up.